So you'll need something to do your yoga on today. I recommend a yoga mat if you have one. If not, you can use a towel, your floor, or a blanket if it's not a super fluffy blanket. You'll also want a blanket for Shavasana later. You can use just a normal couch blanket or another towel, whatever you've got close by. We'll also be using yoga straps today. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a normal belt that you would use to hold up your pants, or a winter scarf. Fun colors, optional but encouraged. And then you may or may not want blocks for today's practice to help you reach the ground in some of the stretches. If you don't have blocks, that's totally okay. You can use books that you have in your apartment. I don't have two of the same size, sorry. But if you have the Harry Potters with you, the like 5th and 6th ones work pretty well. Otherwise, any thick surfaces, but they won't be required in any of the poses. So if you want to take a moment to go grab those, feel free. Otherwise, we're going to take a comfortable seat on our mat and begin to focus on the breath. Allowing the eyes to close or glancing softly at the floor in front of you. Letting the breath come in through the nose and quietly sighing out through the mouth. So you're not around anyone, so I guess it doesn't matter if you're quiet or not. Notice how quickly the breath is coming or slowly. The speed of your heart. And if you've got any lingering aches and pains from the day, just noticing where they are so we can try to stretch them out later. We'll open today with 3 ohms. I'll cue the inhale, and on the exhale, you'll make the sound om. You don't have to, but I encourage you to join. It feels really fabulous. I would say be as loud as humanly possible. The louder, the better. I'll be quiet because I've got a mic right by my mouth, and you don't want me screaming in your ear. So we'll do it 3 times. Ready? Inhale. Inhale. Last time, inhale. Settling back down to the quiet breath, perhaps setting an intention for your practice today, something you'd like for yourself, for the world, or for someone you love. Taking 5 deep rounds of breath to set that intention in your body, mind, and soul. Gently opening your eyes, squeezing your shoulders up to your ears on an inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Can you hear mine cracking? I'm going to do 4 more shoulder rolls going backwards. All this time the computer is making my upper back super unhappy. And switching directions. Raising your right arm to the sky, flipping the palm towards the back of the room and making to pat yourself on the back. Grabbing your right shoulder with the left hand and just gently pulling backward. Both arms up, left hand goes to pat yourself on the back, right hand grabs the elbow, other side. Shaking out those arms like you're a noodle. And then coming onto your hands and knees in table. Hips over your knees, shoulders over elbows over wrists. We're going to take 5 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale is lower the belly, look out, raise the chest. Exhale, arch the back like a Halloween cat, look down at the belly button. 4 more times on your own breath. Inhales down, exhales cat. I don't know why I just called cow down instead of settling back into your neutral table, perhaps swaying the hips from side to side. We're going to do a couple of thigh exercises to warm up the legs before we do lots of lunges today. So for this one, you're going to pretend that you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. I'm sure you've seen lots of those lately. Dogs are seeing an unprecedented amount of walks. So lifting the left leg up, trying to come to 90 degrees or as high as is comfortable, coming down. 4 more times. Bringing that leg back up. This time we're going to circle. So bringing the left knee to the left elbow and then circling it back. Kind of like you're a donkey trying to kick something. 2 more. 2. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bringing that leg down, we're going to do the right hand side now. I'm going to turn to face you, otherwise I'm going to hit my couch. 5 leg raises. And then circling forward 5 times. Hi to everybody who just joined. I'm so grateful you're here. And switching backwards. Whew, my legs are feeling it. I don't know about you. Okay, windshield wiper the legs back and forth when you're finished, or wag the tail a couple more times. Sitting back on your heels, 1 more time. You're going to take the right arm and cross it over the chest. And switching to the other side, left arm across. And then crawling back to table for just a couple more exercises. We're going to do some table crunches. So your right leg comes out behind you and your left leg, egg, Easter, out in front, crunching in, elbow to knee, 5 times. And then switching sides when you're ready, noticing if one side is more likely to topple you to the ground than the other. Settling back down into table when you've finished. We're going to step the left foot to the left thumb, even though we're just back on our knee. And we're going to do a couple of gentle twists. You can elongate into the right hip flexor if you'd like. Arms to the sky, hands to heart center. And then just gently twist right elbow towards left knee. You don't have to fully open the chest. We're still waking up the spine. And back to center, stepping back, elongating through the front leg, bending down towards the thigh, allowing your body to come only as close as is comfortable for you. One more breath. Left leg tucks back under, right leg steps forward, elongating into the left hip flexor. Hands come to heart center and we twist. Back through center, hands come to the ground, elongate through the right leg, bending torso towards the thigh, and hold. Coming back, tucking the right leg back under, grabbing your strap or your hands or your belt or your scarf, and making your way onto your back. We're going to open the hips and the backs of the legs. So if you're using a strap-like device, you'll raise your right foot to the sky and wrap the strap around the ball of the right foot. If you're using your hands for all of these exercises, you'll link the hands either behind the thigh or the calf, avoiding the knee. Grow the leg nice and tall, keeping a slight bend. We don't want to lock the knee, and pulling it towards the face. I once had an instructor tell me not to kick myself in the face during this exercise, as though my toe was ever actually going to make it down to my nose. And on your next exhale, maintaining tension in the strap, open the right leg to the right hand side, noticing the opening of the hip flexor, only keeping it as low towards the ground as feels comfortable for you. Remembering that the closer you bring your right foot to your left, the further you'll be able to get down. The further you bring the right leg towards the right ear, the harder it'll be. Next, inhale back up towards the sky. Exhale, cross right leg over to the left-hand side. Wave hello to your couch if you're kicking it. Opening the right arm and looking out over it. Inhale back up, exhale, plant the sole of the left foot and cross the right ankle below the left knee. On your own breath, wrap your hands behind the left thigh and pull towards you. Reclining pigeon. Option to keep the left leg up straight and alternate between pointing and flexing the heels if you'd like to engage the ankle. You can either continue to stretch here, or if you'd like to add a bit of a twist, you're going to re-bend the left knee and then try and plant the sole of the right foot on the ground, bringing the arms to the T slowly, ever so slowly, tilting down. That way you feel a nice stretch in the side of the thigh and the hip. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Take a nice awkward rock back to center. Both legs towards the sky, shake them out. We're going to do the other side. This time, left leg grows tall, strap around the sole of the foot, pulling it towards the nose. Next, exhale, left leg opens to left side, remembering to maintain tension so you don't just drop the hip open. Inhale up, exhale, cross left leg over the right side body, looking out over the left hand. Trying to keep both of those shoulders on the ground. Inhale back up. Exhale, remove the strap, plant the right foot, cross left ankle under right knee. On your own breath, recline pigeon. And if you'd like, twisting down to the side, arms in a T. 2 more breaths. Rocking back through center, shimmy the legs out, hug the knees into the chest, and take a couple of gentle rocks, making your way to a seat. Or take a couple of seated cat-cows here before we make our way onto our bellies. So we're gonna do 5 rounds. Inhale, arc the back, belly comes forward, look up. Exhale, curl the back, look towards the belly button. 4 more. We used to do these in dance class when I was little, and she used to tell us to pretend we were hugging a pumpkin. I don't know how big that pumpkin would have to be these days, but it would have to be a big pumpkin. When you're finished making your way onto the belly, tops of the feet are going to be on the floor, about hips width distance apart. Hands are splayed underneath the shoulders. Bring the forehead to the ground. Inhale, curl the chest up just a little. Exhale down. 2 more baby cobras. Inhale just a little. Exhale down. Inhale and come down. We're going to do 2 more. Option to fully extend or come up as far as is comfortable for the low back on the inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up and hold. Take 1 more full breath here. Exhale down. Bringing the fingers up onto the fingertips like a little tent and taking them wide for wide cobra. 3 rounds. Inhale up. Exhale down. Only taking the chest off as far as is comfortable for the low back. Last time. Bringing the hands back under the shoulders. You can either take 3 rounds of normal cobra, or you can do the ab exercise version where inhale, you raise the chest and the hands. Exhale, come down. 2 more. Inhale and down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale down. We're going to come to up dog now. So I like to shimmy myself just a little further so that my thumbs are in line with my chest. Inhale, pull the chest up, extend through the arms, and you want to put some pressure into the top of the feet so that you can shimmy forward. You're taking your hips, thighs, and knees off the ground. If this isn't comfortable, you can always stay with the legs on the ground in cobra. Whatever you like, hold for 1 more breath. Exhale, come down. We're going to go back up into up dog 1 more time in just a moment. First, I'm going to show you what's coming next. We're going to come up to up dog when we're finished. On our exhale, we're going to push ourselves into our plank,
Step onto the balls of the feet and raise the hips to downward dog. If up dog isn't comfortable, you're gonna come through your cobra, raise onto the hands and knees, sorry, my belly's hanging out, flip onto the toes, and raise the booty to the sky, okay? So, taking whichever option is most comfortable for you, I'm gonna model up dog. Inhale, pull yourself up. Exhale, flip onto the toes, up through plank, booty to the sky. Hold for 3 breaths, perhaps walking the dog. Next, inhale up to the toes. Exhale, walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down towards the ground, holding our forward fold, allowing the head to truly drop. You can interlace the fingers and grasp the back of the neck. If you'd like, you can switch to grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands to pull the torso down a little further. Inhale brings you up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We're gonna have 2 types of flows that we can work off of today. I'm gonna walk through them slowly now, but we'll be doing them on the breath throughout the practice. If you'd like to walk through them with me, you're more than welcome to. If you wanna stay and watch, that way you can see what's coming, also more than welcome. Just for your reference, the first one that I'll show will be lowering knees, chest, chin to the cobra on the inhale that we've been practicing. The second option will be lowering through chaturanga and pulling through upward dog. So if you've never seen chaturanga before, this would be a good time to take a peek. First, we're gonna do knees, chest, chin now. So flows will be inhale, arms up, exhale, fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin come to the ground. Your butt stays in the air. Inhale, pull through the hands, coming to cobra. You can stay in baby if that's more comfortable. Exhale, raising through table, coming onto the balls of the feet and lifting the hips to the sky. We'll hold for some breaths here or do some fun funky stuff. Raise to the toes. Step feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. So that one will always be an option, and that will be the flow that I'll be modeling throughout the practice because I can only talk through chaturanga so many times. The next one is with chaturanga. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale here, holding nice and strong. Exhale, you're going to keep your elbows locked in like they're knitted to your chest as you bend through the arms, coming to about 90 degrees before you push back on the toes and then flip over them, pull forward, pulling the chest through, making a mess of your mat if you're me. Exhale, press the body up to plank. You can either step through the toes, or as you push yourself up, flip through the toes. Whatever feels good on your body. To downward dog. Same thing, fun stuff here. Then inhale to toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. Whichever one you'd like, totally your choice. We're going to do it 2 times through all together. So meeting me at the tops of your mats. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower, whichever you choose. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. We're gonna hold for 3 breaths. You may wanna walk the dog, bending the knees, awakening the backs of the legs. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. Shake it out. We're gonna do it one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale, nice and strong. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold for 3 breaths. I really want you to think about your hands as if they have gecko pads on them, so they're nice and sticky. You're pressing through the shoulders, and like someone's got a string from the top of your head to the tip of your tailbone, pull up and back. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. I'm going to take a moment. You can come to wherever's comfy in your mats. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, catch the right wrist with the left hand. Right foot steps behind you. Taking a nice side stretch. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, shake it out. We're going to do another flow. This time when we come to down dog, instead of holding, we're going to bring each foot to the sky on its own turn. Bend at the knee and open the hip. Option to just lift your leg back behind you. Second option, bend open. Third option is wild thing. I'm going to show you on the other side, otherwise I'll be wilding on my couch. So you would bend at the knee and open the hip, placing the weight into the opposite hand and foot, bringing the hands off the mat and tipping over, arching up and back. So those will be our 3 options. We'll do it on both sides. Meeting me at the front of the mat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Either hold here or take a moment to bend your knee and open the hip with the option to turn and flip into wild thing if you'd like. Either way, hold for 2 more breaths. If you're in wild thing, gently flipping yourself back over, unbending the knee, lowering right foot back to left, taking a moment to bend the 2 legs. Then on your next inhale, raise the left foot to the sky, taking whatever option feels good on this side, bending at the knee and opening the hip, staying straight back, or tipping over. 2 more breaths. Inhale, flipping back to your 3-legged dog. Left leg unfolds. Exhale, lower left foot to right. Inhale, feet come onto the toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bringing your legs so that they're wider than the hips, coming to a wide-legged stance, feet at 45-degree angles. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Taking a nice wide-legged forward fold, allowing the head to really drop. And if your hands comfortably come to the mat, you can flip your fingertips towards your toes and walk yourself backwards. Bringing the hands back under the shoulders, rotating the feet so that the right foot is turned in 45 degrees and the left foot is perpendicular to the top of your mat, bending in the right knee to come to about a 90-degree angle, and inhaling those arms nice and tall for warrior one. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths here. Next, inhale, slowly and carefully coming onto the ball of the right foot, lowering the hands on the exhale as the right knee comes onto the floor, top of the right foot as well. On your own breath, you can either use blocks, books, or your mat. You're going to take a couple gentle straightens and bends through the left knee to really stretch out the back of the left leg. Up to you how far back you'd like to come. Some people rotate all the way onto the heel and sit back. Others sit up fairly high. Pausing the next time that you're forward, making sure that the left knee is over the left ankle. You're going to shimmy the right leg back just a little bit to open up that right hip flexor. We're in low lunge right here. If it's hurting your back knee, you can bend a blanket up under it. We're either going to hold in low lunge for 2 breaths, or place the right hand down, open left hand to the sky in a nice twist for 2 breaths. Your option. Left hand comes back down, bending through the right leg, sitting back on the left leg, stretching down, holding for just another 2 breaths. Left leg bends to meet right, coming onto the toes, lifting the hips to downward dog. Inhale back to the toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, arms come all the way to the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti. We're going to do the other side now. So coming back to your wide legged stance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. This time, instead of stretching backward, we're going to take a wide-legged downward dog, walking the hands forward and lengthening through the shoulders. Noticing if it feels awkward. It always feels awkward to me, but it also feels good. Awkwardly good? I don't know. One more deep breath before walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. Turning the right foot so that it's perpendicular to the front of the mat. Left foot comes in 45 degrees. Hands frame the right foot. Inhale up, warrior one. Inhale onto the left toes. Exhale, lower the left leg down to the ground, flip onto the top of the left foot. Hands come down to frame the right foot, bending and straightening. I might have done the opposite order. I promise we'll get to the low lunge in just a moment. Pausing the next time you're forward, shimmying the left leg back a little bit if that's comfortable. Either inhaling, arms to the sky, or left hand flat on the mat, right arm open, 2 breaths in your twist. Right hand comes back down, sitting back on the left shin, bending towards the right side. Right foot tucks back to left, hands flat on the mat, flip onto the balls of the feet, pulling up through downward dog, hold for 5 breaths. Remember, it's not about how close your heels get to the ground, but how much of that reach you get through the shoulders and back. I'd rather your knees be bent and you be stretching through the shoulders and back than your heels be down to the ground and you be pulling forward. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti He. We're gonna do a couple of arm circles now to work on some arm strength. I'm just deciding that I've given up on like arm day, leg day in quarantine because I don't remember the days of the week. So arms out to a T, tiny, tiny, tiny forward circles. I always think this one's easy at first, and then by the end, I'm mad at myself. Grow a little bigger. Little bigger. Full extension, really big windshield arms. 5 more seconds. And switching to go backwards as big as you can. Little smaller. You're all incredibly strong. I'm very proud of you. Little smaller. Tiny, tiny, tiny. 5 more seconds. And shake them out. We're going to come to a seat and do a couple of twists for a moment. So legs out straight in front of you. Right arm crosses over the body. Just stretching out those shoulders. And switching so that the left arm is crossing over. Bending the right knee and crossing it over the left leg so that it's just above the left knee. You can bring your right hand down behind the right hip. Inhale tall, bending the left hand. Exhale, twist. Either just keeping the arm bent or bringing the left elbow to the right knee for a little bit of pressure and traction. Inhales, grow the spine tall. Exhales, we twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, both legs out straight, shake it out. Bending the left knee, crossing above the right knee. Left hand comes back behind you. Inhale tall. Exhale, right elbow to left knee and we twist. Inhales tall again. Exhales, twist a little deeper. Inhale back through center. Exhale, shake it out. Coming back onto the hands and knees. We're going to take a moment in puppy. if puppy's comfortable for you, if you are like not a puppy person, that's totally okay. Puppy and I are getting to know each other for the first time and we're not sure. You can just take downward dog if puppy is just not your favorite right now. If you'd like to try puppy, hips are gonna try and stay over the knees, mine always disobey. And then we walk the hands forward, allowing either the forehead to come to the mat or the chin. Really stretching through those shoulder blades, noticing that my hips are not at all over my knees. And we hold for 3 breaths. Gently coming up off the face, walking the hands in, coming back to a table wherever you're at. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, right arm under left armpit. Left hand out in front of you or reaching along the back for the bind. Thread the needle. Hold for a few breaths. Right hand or left hand comes back under left shoulder. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, plant it down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the left hand under the right arm. Thread the needle on the opposite side. Option for the right arm to be out in front of you or bent along the back, reaching for the opposite thigh. Right hand under right shoulder. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, plant it down. Raising the hips through the down dog one more time. We're gonna make our way down to dolphin. If it's comfortable, you'll lower your forearms to the ground and press through the shoulders and hips. It's a lower version of down dog and a really good shoulder stretch / strengthener. We're gonna hold for 5 breaths. If you're working on any sort of inversion, such as like headstands or pincha, which is the shoulder stand, I would encourage you to try and come up on your toes and walk your toes closer to the elbows. Just it deepens the stretch and makes you put more weight into the forearms, strengthening them. One more inhale. Exhale, knees come to the mat. Make them as wide as your mat. Big toes touch. Sit hips back to heels for child's pose for just a moment. Rolling the head side to side from temple to temple for a gentle forehead massage. Sitting up when you're ready. We're gonna make our way to standing one last time, but I'd like you to take it super slow. So hanging over in your forward fold, trailing the fingertips up the body. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale down the back. We're gonna do one more flow, but we're gonna hold everything longer than usual. So listen for the cues because they're not quite the same. We're gonna challenge the body to rethink, redirect, and adjust to changes it wasn't totally prepared for. I'm making too many analogies for quarantine, but here we go. To the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press the palms together, fold forward. Take a deep inhale, just hanging down. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. We're gonna hold for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. I lied, you have to take 1 more inhale so we can exhale down. Exhale, lowering down however you choose. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And we hold. One more inhale. Exhale, lifting the hips up to downward dog. We're going to take a series of breaths here. We'll take 6 breaths. Option to just hold or reach left hand towards right ankle, stretching out the back of the legs, holding each side for 3 breaths. It's a stretch and an arm strengthener at the same time, because then you've only got 1 arm down. Planting the left arm back down. If you took that option, switching sides, reaching right hand towards left ankle. Placing the right arm back down. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, crunch the right leg into the nose. Exhale back. 2 more. Inhale, nose. Exhale back. Last time. Lowering the right foot to meet left. Inhale, left foot to the sky. 3 crunches. Shifting the full body forward. After the last one, the left leg lowers. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, lower the knees so that they're as wide as your mat. Big toes touch. Hips are back to heels in child's. You're all amazing. And I'm sorry, you have to listen to me heavy breathing now. Taking just a moment here, recentering the breath. When you're ready, coming onto your bums, legs out in front of you. Using your hands to pull the fleshy part out from underneath you so you can really grind into those sits bones. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, tilting through the pelvis, come forward. Reaching either towards the floor to give you some traction to pull yourself down, or wherever your hands comfortably rest. Inhale up. Exhale, right leg bends in towards the hips or bends back behind the butt cheek. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, switch sides. Last time, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, both legs out in front of you, shake it out. Yogi's choice for just a moment here, or you can join me in happy baby. Laying down on your back, knees bending in towards the armpits, Hands grabbing the pinky toe side of the feet. And we rock side to side. Taking your time in your last stretches, inversions, or exercises, I'm just going to talk you through the next step. We're going to do about a 7 or 8 minute guided meditation. If you have socks or a sweatshirt with you, it can feel good to put those on because you'll be laying still for a little bit. Otherwise, I like to put a blanket over my stomach. And if your knees have been bothering you, it can feel really good to take 2 blocks or books and put them right under your knees. If you don't have either of those with you, you can fold a blanket like a hot dog, like when you were in elementary school, and then that right underneath your knees. If laying down is just a no-go for you, you can sit up however is comfortable. Sorry, that's my water bottle. Taking a moment to refocus on the breath, bringing the inhales back through the nose, exhale sighing out through the mouth. Noticing if the breath is heavier or more tired than it was at the beginning of your practice. If the heartbeat is coming faster or slower. Bringing that intention you set at the beginning of your practice today back to the front of your mind and filling your heart. Taking 3 deep breaths to inhale new, clean energy and power into that intention. Exhaling that which no longer serves you. Inhale the new energy. Exhale, release. One more. With your eyes softly closed, notice how your body is feeling on your mat. Not judging, just noticing. And with your eyes closed, allow yourself to be transported somewhere new. Perhaps it's your happy space or the vacation you've dreamed of going on. Notice how the ground there feels under your bare feet. How the air feels trickling in the nose. What's the temperature like on your skin? Notice how your heart feels in this space. Perhaps it's grown lighter, with more room for love and happiness. And even though the stress and the tension might still be sitting there, it is comforted and padded by these feelings of goodness, allowing you to work it out slowly and gently, without forcing or judging yourself, just meeting yourself wherever you're at. Perhaps the space is filled with the light twitter of birds, or the sound of rushing water. Notice if it smells like it just rained, or there are cookies in the oven. Inhaling this energy deep into your body, mind, and soul. Exhale, let the breath take out that which no longer serves you.
Allowing your inhales to relax the body step by step. The exhales to pull out what you no longer need. Allowing this energy to trickle through the feet, up the backs of the legs, down the front of the legs, settling into the hips and the low back, traveling up through the tummy and the rib cage, the middle spine, patting the heart, filling the lungs, and relaxing those shoulders into your mat as the upper back and shoulder blades release all tension. Flowing down through the arms, circling the wrists, filling the palms with light and love that flows into each and every fingertip. Allow the back of the neck to lengthen as the chin dips, the jaw loosens, and the tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth. Allow your energy to massage behind the ears, up the back of the head, over the brow and temple, and on cheekbones, down the jaw. Feeling the body and mind completely relax. Taking a few more breaths to solidify this feeling. We're going to come out now, beginning by wiggling the toes and massaging the pads of the thumbs along the fingertips. Slowly rolling to your right side, your arm as your pillow, for a few more breaths in the space of your practice. When you're ready, pushing yourself into a comfortable seat, eyes closed or softly gazing at the floor in front of you, palms open on the lap or pressed together at heart center. Filling yourself with gratitude for your practice today, for bringing yourself to your mat. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. It's been an honor. By the mercy of my teachers, the light within me honors the light within all of you. Namaste. Thank you all so very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you all here. I hope you have an absolutely amazing week and that you get to go outside and enjoy the sunshine.